Welcome to day 1 of Introduction to Fluid Flow. Today we are going to talk about some basic and important concepts like what is a fluid in aerodynamics, the two main approaches to study flow, fluid elements, flow visualization tools, and finally a visual recap. Let's take off with our first topic. Our first topic is what is a fluid in aerodynamics? A fluid is a substance that flows, like a liquid or gas. In aerodynamics, we mostly deal with air and we treat it as a continuous medium. This means that we ignore the fact it's made up of individual molecules and treat it like a smooth and flowing material. The two main approaches to study flow. The first one is the system approach, also called the Lagrangian approach. Here, we follow a specific mass of fluid, like tagging a bubble of air and tracking it as it moves. This is useful in physics but not very practical in aerodynamics because fluid particles mix and move too much. The second is the control volume approach or Eulerian approach. Here we focus on a fixed region in space and study how fluid passes through it. It's like putting a window in space and observing how air moves in and out. This is the standard method used in aerodynamics. Control volume and control surface. A control volume is the space or region you choose to study. The control surface is the boundary of that volume. We apply all the basic laws like mass, momentum, and energy over this region to understand fluid behavior. What is a fluid element? It is a small piece of fluid. It's tiny enough to treat it like a point, but still big enough to contain lots of molecules. Using this, we can define things like velocity, pressure, temperature, and density at a specific point in the flow. Flow visualization tools. Streamline. It shows the direction of flow at an instant. It's a curve that's always tangent to the velocity vector. Streakline. This is the path traced by all particles that pass through a fixed point. Pathline. This is the actual path that a single particle takes over time. In steady flow, all three lines are the same. In unsteady flow, they differ. Final visual recap. Imagine placing a drone in the wind. The control volume is the space around the drone. Streamlines show how the air flows past it at each moment. Using this setup, we apply our equations to analyze the flow. That's it for today. If you learned something new, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more easy explanations in aerodynamics. Thank you for watching.